Friday. I'm in love.
Thank God it's
Friday.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Just got paid. It's Friday night.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hey, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. It's Fan Braggin Friday, best day of the week. This is the gateway to a great weekend. Angel still out now, no longer in Miami, but hanging out in the Bahamas. She says she's getting her vitamin C and her vitamin D, and we'll be back on Monday. What that means, our good friend and my best friend, Rob Grieve, sitting here in the studio in place of Angel. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh man, it's wonderful to be here. Thanks, man.
You know, I love having you in the studio, and it's good to have you. And Rob, let's start by introducing you and what your business is. Nobody does it better than you.
We fix cars that are wrecked.
We fix cars. Rob Graves is the proud owner of Nyland's Collision Center here in Englewood, Colorado. And I've known you for about 8.5 years. You've been in this location for almost 12 years. I say in this location, you've been in Colorado, yeah, almost 12 years. And you've been in your, can we still call it new location?
I think it's got to be 2 years at least before it's not new anymore.
Because it's been a year.
Yep.
And
January was a year.
Right. And business is booming.
It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of people to take care of.
Well, tell you what, folks, you hear me talk an awful lot about influencers and the need to become a micro-influencer, or even if you wanted to get into that macro-influence type of stratosphere, you wanted to go national, you want to make sure that you've got people who are aware of you. This man sitting here to my right is the one who has truly influenced me to bring everything together and create what we are today, which is we create influencers. And Rob, I remember. Let's just take a little journey back in time. I remember when we first met. Do you remember the day?
That was at a book signing, I believe.
It was at a book signing for our book, Lists That Save My Business, and it was our second book, and a mutual friend. And somebody who hangs around this studio here, our home studio, Mr. Mark Crowley, introduced us and brought you to this book signing saying, man, you're going to love these guys because your, what you call guest experience is of primary importance to you.
It's most important.
And our brand, if you will, stood for extreme customer service. So we met there at the book signing. And then it was about 6 months later, you and I had developed a great relationship, great friendship. And I'll never forget, we were sitting at your home in the basement, kind of hanging out over a little table. And you said, I've been watching what you guys are doing. And especially, Eric, I've been reading what you write. He says, I like the way you write, and I want you to tell the Nyland story.
I said that.
Yeah. And I said, gosh, Rob, that's a really nice thing. I appreciate the offer. We don't do that anymore. Cause we were just going to 2 hours daily in our radio show. And I says, we really don't do that anymore. So, no. And you said one word that completely caught me off guard. Do you remember the word? Oh. And Rob, you're from Jersey.
Yeah. Somebody has to be. It's a good place to be from.
Folks, I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you have a friend from Jersey, you are aware of this. Is a complete sentence.
It is. Has a lot of meaning that goes along with it.
Yeah, you followed it up with another sentence that said, maybe I misunderstood or miscommunicated.
Yeah.
Want you to tell the
Was I
Nyland
mumbling?
story, right?
Did I mumble?
want you to work for me. And I responded with a one-word sentence from the other coast, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
which is also a one-word complete sentence. And then I said, that's really nice. I appreciate that. We don't do that anymore. The answer's still no.
mhm.
And then you went all Godfather on me, man.
Now, come on now.
I swear the guy stuffed marbles in his cheeks, and he says, let me make an offer you can't refuse.
You start Saturday.
Right? That was my response. When do I start? And 8.5 years of Saturdays later.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite times.
Mine as well. We just love working with you and your brand. Your brand stands for something. Nyland's stands for something. And it is Fan Braggin Friday, folks. And if you want to call in with your stories of great customer service, the phone lines are open. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Again, 855-326-2724. But Rob, we're gonna spend the next 2 hours talking about the experience economy and the customer experience or the guest experience as it happens at Nyland's and in business altogether. And folks, don't tune out because I've said this before. If you want to be an influencer, you got to hang with influencers. My friend Robert Grieve right here knows his stuff. And when he speaks, not only do I listen, but people all over the country now listen. And that's been kind of a journey in and of itself, right?
We've been incredibly blessed.
Trying to find our tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, they have identified themselves and stepped up.
Yeah, there's some amazing people out there that are on the same page as we are.
Talk to me about the value. Why is that important to you in your industry? I'm going to keep it specific to, I'm going to keep it general, but in an industry, why is it important to have other people in the industry give a flying rip about what you have to say?
Well, there's so many things that go into it. When you have you take a stand, and your stand is always 100% consistently pro customer. Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
That's not always the case for everybody.
No.
And I'm not gonna. This is not the Bash You Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Fan Braggin Friday. But if it's not the case for everybody, you told me 8 years ago you wanted to find other people like you that had the same mentality, the same, I didn't even believe they were out there. I know. I remember that, right?
Because we do the fight alone here.
Yeah.
And, one thing I've learned is if you want to play better tennis, you got to play with somebody that's better than you.
Right.
You can't play with somebody that's not as good as you.
All right.
You won't get better.
So let me translate that for our listeners. Because we talk about influencers, we talk about becoming a micro-influencer. And if you want to become a micro-influencer, you got to swim in the pool where micro-influencers are swimming.
Yes.
It's what he just said. You want to play better tennis? Play with somebody better than you.
Yeah. That's the only way you're going to get better.
Right. So we started banging the drum. We started identifying. Actually, they started coming out of the woodworks because we started writing articles that the industry got behind.
Mm-hmm. That's
right?
true. Yeah.
So the value of, say, somebody like in your industry, Kristen Felder, who is she's connected to the Collision Hub brand.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And she's got
very powerful.
Right.
Very powerful.
Know. I mean, there's a magazine that goes behind it. There's a video training that goes on. She travels all over the country training body shop owners and techs. And so on.
Works with the manufacturers to get the word out.
You go.
She's a giant. She's the best of the best.
Why is it important to you that she knows you and you guys are connected?
Because she makes me better.
There it is. Because she makes you better.
She makes me better at what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, Kristen's not on the show today, but I think she would say the same thing to you.
I think that she would, we all learn from each other.
Right. Iron
but
sharpens iron.
If you're striving to be the very, very best and raise the bar,
right.
What I've found here in Colorado is we are the bar.
Yeah.
And trying to raise it up is what we're doing on our own from people out of state.
Interestingly enough, I love what you just said. We are the bar. One of the very first things that you ever told me was a mission statement that you have never deviated from.
Still there today.
And what is it?
We want to raise the bar in this industry. We want to make the industry better.
That's it. There it is. We'll have a whole lot of time talking with Robert Grieve here on Fan Braggin Friday. The number to call if you want to join the conversation, talk about great business, any great business. We'd love to hear it. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll stay connected right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Here's some great news. If you missed the deadline to sign up for health insurance, or more importantly, if you signed up for a plan that you're just not happy with, you still have a choice. It's called MediShare. MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing program that's been around for 25 years, and they have hundreds of thousands of members all across the country. And get this, over the years, MediShare members have shared more than $1 billion of each other's medical bills. Best of all, you could save a lot of money with MediShare. The typical savings for a family is about $500 a month. Your savings could be more or less, but think about what you could do with that extra money. Think you're stuck with a high-cost health plan that doesn't have a lot to offer? Well, think again. You can join MediShare anytime, so call them today and check it out. Here's the number to find out more, and there's no pressure. They're super easy to talk to. 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE. 844-41-BIBLE.
Looking for new ways to advertise your business? Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM, is more than just radio. We want to make your marketing and advertising easy and effective, which is why we offer traditional options, as well as in-depth digital campaigns to expose your business on air and online. Looking to advertise on social media? Need help with SEO? Call us today, and a marketing and advertising specialist will help you create the most powerful plan you've ever had. Call 303-750-5687. That's 303-750-5687.
Message and data rates may apply. Warranty good as long as you own your mattress. Details at nectarsleep.com.
Do you realize you spend almost a third of your life in bed? Sleeping is practically a full-time job, and you deserve the right conditions to do it well. That's why there's Nectar. We're not just a mattress company, we're sleep advocates. Our promise is as sweet as our name, to tuck you in for the best sleep of your life. Our sleep engineers have perfected a bed with optimal firmness, breathability, coolness, and comfort. What's more perfect? How about no showroom markups to save you hundreds, free shipping, our dreamy forever warranty, and a full year to sleep on it? That's right. Sleep on Nectar for 365 nights. If you don't love it, return it for a full refund. Snuggle up with our best deal, $125 off plus 2 free pillows when you text ENJOY to 234234 or go to nectarsleep.com. Text ENJOY to 234234. ENJOY to 234234.
Tune in to Money Talk, KDMT 1690, every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches, with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife. And if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk, Saturdays at noon on 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
DenverHalfPrice.com, where everything is on sale at half price. Get red hot deals from some of the area's best retailers. 50% off carpet cleaning, car washes, spa treatments, gym memberships, tax preparation, oil changes, and more. Everything is on sale at half price. Go to denverhalfprice.com and save today. That's denverhalfprice.com. Why pay full price for anything? Go to denverhalfprice.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
That's exactly right. We'd love to interact with you live on the show. Today is the day to do that. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Pick up your phone and let us know, is there anybody getting it right in your world? Is there a business that you would love to give a shout out to? A little attaboy. We'd be happy to hear your stories. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Sitting in for Angel Tussey is our good friend Robert Grieve of Nyland's Collision Center.
Hey.
7-time award-winning best body shop in Colorado. Robbie, you're doing
what an honor.
You're doing something right, and you're going for number 8 right now.
We're knocking on the door of number 8.
Yeah. You know what we're going to do, folks? We're going to post the link. If you would be so kind to jump onto our Facebook page and vote for Nyland's Collision Center. You say, well, wait a minute. I've never taken my car to a Nyland's Collision Center. Why would I vote for that guy? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First and foremost, he is 100% endorsed by the Experience Pros, vetted and approved. We've known him. We've worked with him. He's our longest standing client to date. You know something? You can trust this man. Second of all, you've got not just a kiddie pool, but you've got an ocean of social proof behind you. Your customers love you.
Yes, we've been so blessed.
All right.
We meet amazing people.
You know, you do meet amazing people, but it's not just amazing people that love you. It's people who are amazed by you and your service. Talk about the culture of service at Nyland's.
Oh, it's all about you.
It's everything, right?
Yeah.
So,
what do you need? How can we help?
Let's start at the beginning. And the beginning typically sounds something like,
unfortunately.
Right? And it is unfortunate. Nobody wishes anybody to be in an accident or anything like that. However, when an accident does happen, and somebody, typically what happens is they go to their mobile device. At least 60% of the people who find you on the mobile device, and they type in, I've been in an accident, and up comes Nyland's Collision Center, and they give you a call. They schedule an appointment for what's called an estimate. Is that right? Now, when they come to your office, do you hand them a clipboard and say, hey, here, just fill this out, and we'll
never once in the 12 years that I've owned Nyland's has that ever happened. Not even one time.
How do you get the information that you need from, because you're going to need a driver's license.
Well, lots of
their
stuff.
Name and the type of vehicle.
We just ask them and we fill it out ourselves.
You actually have a conversation with your potential customer.
Yes.
You're looking at me as if I grew a third eye, but these people don't know that.
A lot of times you got to learn from the stuff that really irritates you. Like when you go to the doctor and they hand you the clipboard and then say, let me have your credit card. And you sit there for an hour filling out the paperwork.
You don't much like going to the doctor, do you?
No, not so much. Not so much. I'm not sure if it's the paperwork or the doctor.
Well, if both of them make you bend over, it's a problem.
Easy.
All right, so you thought about the details from the perspective of the guest who comes in, and from the moment before they ever pay you, before they ever agree to do business with you, they are your guest.
Yes, absolutely.
If they're
absolutely,
if they're
and we, you know what, we can back up even more because when we have them on the telephone and and we're getting to know each other, first off, the first thing we always ask is, are you okay?
Are you okay? Right?
Is everybody okay?
Folks, if I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times from Nylons.
Yeah,
are you all right? Do you need any help? Do we need to call emergency services for you?
Yeah, do you need a ride?
Yeah.
Do you need a tow truck? What is it you need? How can we help you?
Right. Before they've paid.
Oh, this is on the phone, just getting to know each other.
We're talking about the culture of customer service, folks.
Another thing I learned when I took the dog to the vet. We used the same vet for a long time. And when you went to the vet, they knew who you were. They knew what your dog's name was. And they had the whole folder out of the history. So it was just about taking care of the animal at that point.
Right.
Instead of filling out papers, what's your name, all the rest of that stuff. So when we have people on the phone calling for the first time and they're going to be coming in, we get all the information we can up front. So it's less to do when they get there, and time is valuable to people and we don't want to waste it.
Absolutely. All right. So they do get to the building. And by the way, your facility's gone through a massive upgrade. You a year ago decided to, actually the decision was made about a year and a half ago to purchase your own property. And, in so doing, you doubled the space of your property and tripled the output.
Yes. I mean, yes. I'm so happy with that piece of property. It's easy for people to move around on. The other place was going in there was like a Rubik's Cube.
Tell people where you can be found here in the Denver market.
Oh, right off of Santa Fe in Inglewood, Santa Fe and Union.
It's right behind Cowboy Moving and Storage.
Yep.
Right. That's the big landmark.
That's the big landmark. We're right there with them.
Little access road right behind there.
Santa Fe Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's just a wonderful, wonderful place. Happy to have people come and relax there.
I tell people, if you have a ding, a dent, a ding, or an oh my, you need to know Robert Grieve and Nylons Collision Center. Give your phone number for us, if you will, Rob.
303-761-9219.
Chances are strong that one or many of our listeners know somebody, if not themselves, with multiple cars who could have their scratches removed, their dents brought back to normal, and or their bumpers reattached.
Yes. And, even if they're at another place or already had a repair done someplace else, we're always happy to answer questions if there's issues or something you're not sure of.
We're going to talk a little more about that, what in your industry is called a post-repair inspection in just a bit. I want to
keep people safe.
Absolutely. And there it is. That when you get right down to the customer experience and you ask the question, what drives the customer experience? I think a solid answer for that involves the safety of your family, of your loved ones, right?
Primary.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And so, with that, I want to remind our listeners we are on Fan Braggin Friday, which means the phone line is open. We've got several lines actually open. If you'd like to call 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. If you've got a question for Rob Grieve, or if you would like to say something nice about somebody else in business, share a story of a business that you love. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. More on the customer experience when we return. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
I'm Chuck Kamlick, CNBC. Those Russian indictments today took a lot of air out of the stock markets. The Dow had been up more than 200 points, but in the end settled for a 19-point gain. The NASDAQ dropped 17. The S&P was up 1. U.S. steel stock was 17, make that 15% higher. The Commerce Department backs higher taxes on steel imports. Google adding data centers in 14 states, including Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and others. Thousands of people, it says, will be hired. Kraft Heinz is selling fewer Oscar Mayer wieners, but kids still can't get enough macaroni and cheese. whose sales keep rising. Smucker's profits were higher last quarter, and it plans to give some of its workers $1,000 bonuses. And a drug used to put dogs down has led to the recall now of Gravy Train, Kibbles and Bits, and other dog brands. Smucker's owns them. It's pulling them off the market shelves and says that if you have them at home, don't give them to your dogs. Chuck Kamlick, CNBC.
Larry Elder points out the rise in the president's approval rating.
Trump's ratings are creeping up a little bit. Rasmussen has him at 49%. Macron in France in November was at 46%. Merkel, Germany in December, 38%. Trudeau, Canada, January of this year, 37%. My goodness. Those leaders must be racist. They must be xenophobes. They must be dictators.
The Larry Elder Show, weeknights at 7, right before Lars Larson at 10 on Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Information. Everybody wants information. Your world is a nonstop stream of information. But as investors, we have to filter the mass information, recognize pattern trends, and take advantage. At philsgang.com, we simplify and give you the exact information and support you need to make you smarter and a more profitable investor. For as low as $39.95 a month, you'll have complete access to all the Phil's Gang daily information, including the ever so popular daily information sharing live market webinar class. Follow Phil's exclusive stock recommendations. Gain the wisdom and knowledge of Phil's 40 years of investing analysis. If your time is tight and you're looking to make profits in the stock market, choose philsgang.com to provide long-term and short-term guidance to making profits in the stock market. This is information you can't live without. Call today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. And sign up today.
Ben Franklin once pointed out that the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Are you concerned about how the new tax bill is going to affect you or your business? Are you trying to tackle taxes on your own? Standard deductions, net operating loss, pass-through deductions, it's enough to make your head swim. Unless you're tax expert Josh Berman with Denver Tax Return Service. Josh is an enrolled agent with the IRS and has been helping businesses save money and have peace of mind for the last 13 years. Josh takes pride in working directly with you during the entire process. You'll never be handed off to someone else. He'll walk you through how the new tax code and laws affect you and your business. And beyond tax season, he offers year-round bookkeeping and accounting services. Right now, there's a very special radio offer. All business tax returns start at just $399. Start 2018 off right by calling your tax expert, Josh Berman, at Denver Tax Return Service today for a free half-hour consultation. His number is 720-336-0950. That's 720-336-0950. Or visit taxreturnservicedenver.com. That's taxreturnservicedenver.com.
The lending floodgates are open at Stanford Funding. Hi, this is Willie Dan with Stanford Funding. Now has never been a better time to refinance or purchase a home in Colorado. We can still get 30-year fixed rates in the 3s and 15-year rates in the low 3s. So call now at 303-458-8200 and we can get you approved in hours, not days. So whether your credit is perfect or less than perfect, we have the loan program to fit your needs. New on the job, self-employed, primary residence, second home, investment property, does not matter. We can lend on all situations and all types of properties. So call your local Colorado lender now and talk directly to me, Willie Dan. I can personally answer any questions you have and walk you through the loan process myself like I have for so many others in Colorado and get the customer service you deserve. Don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. Credit score 660. Loan to value 90%. Licensed by the Division of Real Estate.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Hey, we know this radio station is your favorite, but did you know you can find even more great Christian stations now on christianradio.com? More stations, more podcasts, and more uplifting faith-building programs. Download the app now by visiting christianradio.com.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It's Fan Braggin Friday. Favorite day of the week. This is the day when we give you the opportunity to celebrate greatness in business. The phone line's open, 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. We invite you to actually do something intentional, positive in the way of supporting business by telling us, what business do you love to support? That's all there is to it. It's an endorsement. It's a referral. It's a recommendation. It's a fan brag.
Attaboy.
And that's what we call it. And that voice right there is the voice of Robert Grieve. He is not only my best friend, but he is one of our longest term clients. He is a heck of a businessman, Nyland's Collision Center in Englewood, Colorado. And as we explore the culture of the customer experience through an expert, award-winning, multiple, in fact, ever since there has been a contest for best body shop in the state of Colorado, you have won by a landslide, with the exception of 1 year.
Yep, it was a tough year, one,
right? By a landslide, you have won and dominated this. No other body shop has ever won the best body shop title.
Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing, folks, because we're not just talking one organization, but we're talking multiple organizations that put this out, this contest out, and Robert Grieve, Nyland's Collision Center, knocks it out of the park in every situation.
Well, let me just correct you. It's our guests and friends that knock it out of the park for us.
Okay, so let's talk about the economy of goodwill, right? I don't know if that's a thing or not. I just called it that. But the idea of it is, I think it does too. So the economy of goodwill, from my perspective, and for the purpose of this conversation, is, your guests come to you. They're in a state of grief of one way or another, right? And I mean that by
or bewilderment
right,
as to what to do next and what it looks like, because
and they're
nobody knows
over their head with the insurance company, who would love to steer the conversation and maybe even steer the car into their own body shops. Folks, did you know that insurance companies actually have ownership stake in various body shops? They call them their preferred body shops, and there's money to be made if you go there.
For everyone else.
For everyone else, not you.
Yeah.
Not
You're
you.
last on the totem pole.
That's exactly right. How many insurance companies are you on their preferred list, Rob?
Oh, that's a big old donut.
Zero.
Nothing.
No.
I'd sell the business first.
Right. Okay. And it makes a great big difference. We may get a chance to get into that as to the why of that later.
Mm-hmm.
But so let's go back to we're talking about the guest experience and why it's so important. And again, if you're listening to this in Portland, Oregon, just know that I'm waving to you. If you're listening in Washington, D.C., waving to you. In Tampa, Florida, you get a big salute from us. Dallas, Texas, Houston, anywhere up and down the I-70 corridor, wherever you're listening to this, it doesn't matter that we're dealing with a focus of a local business here in Colorado. What matters is that you listen to the principles behind what's happening here. Your customers, your guests come to you before they are customers. Customers in my world is defined by the people who have already paid you.
Gotcha.
Right? So a transaction has taken place. Okay. In your world, it might be a little bit different because you get an agreement of sorts, and you never cash a check until the car is completely restored and brought back to the customer and they drive away.
And our guest is happy.
Yes. But along those lines, the guest experience is such an important piece. I want to draw attention to an article that was written by Stephen McDonald in superoffice.com. And he wrote this just a week or so ago. And he's talking about the customer experience. And he says, simply put, the customer experience is happy customers remain loyal. Here at Experience Pros, we say customer satisfaction has a net value of 0.
It does.
Which is a shock to the system for a minute, because we always thought that satisfied customers, that's what we should be after, right? That should be the bottom line.
Raving.
Satisfied customers shop around. Satisfied customers move by the blowing of the wind, or the referral of a friend, or the convenience, or the price, or whatever it might be. Satisfied customers shop around. If you don't think that's true, ask yourself, how loyal are you to your gas station?
Or your airline.
Right? Or your airline. Yeah.
How many loyalty cards do you have?
I was just going to ask the same question. Open your wallet, show me your keychain right now, and tell me, how many loyalty cards do you have?
And how much loyalty have they brought the companies?
Right? No, you go where the deal is. You go where it's convenient. You go where you can get the bargain, or whatever it may be. It's airlines and loyalty cards. Those are the two big ones right there. And so what we are really after is those loyal, and you said raving. Fans. And along those lines, in order to connect and to build those, Rob, this article details that there's a strategy to building a customer experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with you for a long time. I've actually seen you. I've seen you write your strategy on a whiteboard.
Oh, absolutely. We draw maps
so
that it's whatever the beginning is, and sometimes we have to keep looking for the beginning. It could be a tweet. It could be somebody recommending you don't even know. Could be so many different things. Is where the beginning is of that relationship.
Yes,
you got to look as far back as you can look to start the process the way you want it for that guest or potential guest.
Yeah.
Right then and there. And you want to be better than everybody else. So just in case you lose the line, they don't call somebody else.
Right.
And then if they did, they're not going to have the same experience right out of the box, and they'll remember the number.
Now, Rob, tell me if this has ever happened. So somebody gets in an accident. They call, say, can I bring the car down for you to take a look at it? So you give an estimate. They set the appointment. They walk in the door, and it's, I don't know, it's maybe 8:00 in the morning. And they're immediately hit with an aroma in your office, in the front office of Nyland's Collision Center.
Could be many, many different things, but it doesn't smell like a body shop.
It doesn't smell like a body. You know what it smells like, folks? It smells like bacon.
Sometimes.
It smells like pancakes. It smells like coffee. Or cookies.
Or brownies, right. Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. The brownies and cookies usually happen in the afternoon. We're talking about a body shop here. And this is my point. You build this experience.
The experience, how many different senses do you have, and how many do you want to hit?
Right.
And how comfortable do you want to make somebody feel? I mean, you're coming to a body shop.
Right.
Nobody feels good about going to a body shop.
Sure.
We do everything we can to turn that around.
I think after my exposure for 8 years, but your business for 12 years, I'd say something's working.
Yeah, well, and we keep growing.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the different ideas and different ways to do things. And
so then along those lines, that's on day one. Right. And any other time that they want to, you say, come on down anytime. You have an open door policy.
Want to take a walk through the shop? Come on.
Yeah.
Want to see other cars?
You know, what's interesting to me is, just before, a couple of hours ago, I actually received a message from a mutual friend of ours, and, you're going to have company on Saturday. Just somebody who's going to come in and hang out with us on Saturday. It doesn't surprise you, because every Saturday it's like an open house. Who's
like Cheers.
who? It is Cheers, and it's amazing.
And everybody's always invited.
Yeah,
come hang out with us.
Our friend Philip's coming down on Saturday.
Nice, Phil.
All right, we're talking with Robert Grieve of Nyland's Collision Center. If that isn't your body shop experience, what we're describing right now, here's a phone number for you to call right away.
303-761-1920. 9219.
There it is. Go check out nylandscollision.com. That's NYLUNDS collision.com. Rob and I will be back right after these messages. Great time for you to pick up the phone and give us a call. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. We'd love to hear your stories of success.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Are you thinking about updating that outdated kitchen or bathroom? It's a new year, and there has never been a better time to get started. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth, and we can help you transform your kitchen or bathroom for less money than you ever thought possible. Our customers get the unique mix of superior quality and top-of-the-line customer service, all at affordable prices. Don't overpay for your cabinets and countertops. Through the end of February, our specials and upgrades mean thousands of dollars in savings, even over those big box stores. And, as always, we upgrade all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology at no additional charge. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today, 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Also, to view all our current specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-502-5527 or visit denverdentist.com.
It's quite possibly the most important advance known to humankind. I'm talking, of course, about the garage door opener. Don's Garage Doors is proud to make your life easier. Endorsed and recommended by Dave Logan himself with over 30 years experience. Don's Garage Doors stands behind their work and does the job right every time. Their uniformed professional installers are experienced, background checked, and courteous. Don's Garage Doors is the answer in the Denver metro area for garage door repair and replacement, as well as springs and openers. For reasonable prices and same-day service in many cases, count on the professionals at Don's Garage Doors, because neither snow, nor rain, nor dark of night will stop our doors from opening and closing. Online at donsgaragedoors.com. When you need it done right today, it's donsgaragedoors.com.
Every minute, somebody in the United States of America dies of a heart disease-related event. Biggest tragedy in our medical system, heart disease, easily detectable at early stages and easily treatable. Getting your cholesterol numbers checked is a good thing, but it's time to visit Front Range Preventive Imaging for a heart scan. Men over the age of 40, women over 50, the best personal preventive health action you can take in 2018, the heart scan. Simply no technology available today that can detect heart calcium quickly, easily, and more accurately than a heart scan. If you want the scan, the gold standard in coronary prevention, get an EBT heart scan, Front Range Preventive Imaging. The EBT technology 3 times more accurate than other scan technology. Act now, a heart scan, Front Range Preventive Imaging. Also a free additional report called a limited chest. That's a report on the part of your lungs that are visible during the screening process. Pick up the phone, make a call, Front Range Preventive Imaging, Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. On the web, boulderscan.com, 303-443-7226.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company has been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd? Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Dunright, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Did you hear what the big voice guy said just there? Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. That's been our tagline for 8.5 years. Coincidentally, or not, that's about the same amount of time we've known you. Rob Grieve.
Awesome.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, what a pleasure.
Robert Grieve, the proud owner of Nyland's Collision Center in Englewood, Colorado, sitting in for Angel Tussey. And no one has earned that seat more than you. And I say that with respect because when we're talking about the customer experience, when we're talking about what makes everything right with business, or as the big announcer voice said, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. Rob, you said it earlier. You are the bar. You set the bar. Nyland's Collision Center has set the bar for the guest experience in your industry. And we
surely try.
Bang the drum for every other industry. And interestingly enough, Rob, just got a post from a listener, Danny, who wrote this. He says, my visit last Saturday at Nyland's Collision was one to remember. I met some top-notch people in the collision industry. Thank you to the Nyland's team for being real and opening their home to me. I look forward to many years of working together with the team. And Danny is in the industry.
Danny is a giant in the industry.
Well said. in Colorado Springs. And it was really cool to see the two of you. I was there, and to see the two of you, in my humble but accurate opinion, powerhouses each, having this great conversation. And there's no ego at the table.
No,
right? It's all about making the industry better, and from the guest perspective. Right? It's got to be from the guest perspective all the way around.
Always.
Here's another comment. Listener Robert says, wow, what a show with you two.
Thanks, brother, man.
There you go. That's Robert. We appreciate Robert so very much.
Amen.
Folks, if you'd like to call the Fan Braggin hotline, we'd love to hear your story of great customer service or great business. Who would you recommend? And it can go anything from your favorite Italian restaurant. I know that's a big one for you. Have you hold that thought because I know you got one. Or where you get your dog walked. Who does that for you? Where you get your hair did. Any of those kinds of things. You can call 855-FAN-BRAG 855-326-2724. And let us know who is getting it right. Who do you love to do business with? And in the meantime, we'll continue our conversation with Robert Grieve, talking about the ways to create a customer experience strategy. And I mentioned that you've actually written this out on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And you do so with your entire staff in attendance.
Yeah.
As you explain, now, Rob, you got guys who pull dents for a living. You got guys who straighten frames for a living. There are people in there who are likely never to meet the person, your guest,
possibly.
Ever. Why does it matter that they know what the guest experience is?
They need to know how important it is to me,
right?
And
their role in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It's critically important that everybody on the team knows how important our guests are and what the process looks like, how they fit into it, and how they can help. I mean, you've seen the cars inside the shop. They all have the person's name on the windshield.
They do.
And because we're not just fixing a car, we're fixing Mr. Smith's car.
Susan's car.
Yeah.
Right?
And, you know, we have several people that have other people in the family that have other accidents, and people get to see the same name coming in. And sometimes it's just for, you know, something small, a little scratch or whatever.
And here's the interesting thing I've seen on many occasions over at Nyland's, where, you know, the car is in process and it takes time to fix a car, especially when you're fixing it the right way.
Yeah.
Right. And so your guest might come and do a little drop-in visit.
Wonderful.
You take them.
Wonderful. I'd love to show you what's going on.
And you say, hey, I want you to meet Mikey. And Mike, you know, who is welding something onto the frame or doing the repair, takes off his welding helmet and shakes the hand of the guest.
Absolutely.
Because the guest knows that this guy is doing the best job possible.
Yep.
And Mike, the guy, knows this guest is the person behind the work that he's doing.
Yep. And they're exactly right. They're doing it for that person.
What's the end? What's the end of the relationship?
There is no end to the relationship. It just keeps going on and spreads, just keeps spreading.
I just want to remind our listeners, if you're tuning in right here and now for the very first time, I am talking to the owner of a body shop who says there is no end to the relationship. Now, is that what you're getting when you take your car to any of the other places anywhere in America? Are you getting that kind of are you picking up what he's laying down? There's no end to the relationship. You never know when you might need one another again.
No.
But how many times? I mean,
you've been sitting with me at the house at 9:00 at night, and thing goes ding. Somebody needs some help,
and you say, "Excuse me for just a minute. I got to take this call." And you take the call. And
absolutely,
because I can't overstate this enough, folks. The experience economy or the guest or customer experience is of primary concern, not just for Rob, but for here at Experience Pros, for the people that we represent. I think each and every one would say absolutely means the most to me, and we've got to stick with this, create a customer experience that is revolutionary. If your body shop guy, gal doesn't do that for you, here's a phone number for you.
303-761-9219.
Nyland's Collision, NYLUNDS collision.com. When we return, hour number 2, right after the top of the news, this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver.
Denver's only business radio station, Money Talk 1690 AM.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. Stocks just wrapping up their best week in a couple of years, despite another volatile trading session that saw some early gains get wiped out after 13 Russian operatives were indicted by the Justice Department for interfering in the last presidential election. The Dow today, 19 points higher at the close. It was up more than 200 early on. The Nasdaq fell 17, but had its best week of gains in 6 years. Home builder stocks were big winners today. That's after new home construction shot up almost 10% in January, twice what was expected. Meantime, consumer confidence rebounded this month to the second highest level since 2004. Fiat Chrysler recalling about 250,000 Ram pickup trucks because they can shift out of park, even if the key isn't in the ignition. Disney Marvel's latest expected blockbuster, Black Panther, already took in $25 million at the U.S. box office and after midnight showings earlier today. Tom Busby, CNBC.
Looking for ways to save with your Medicare plan? Walgreens is a preferred network pharmacy with many of the nation's plans, which could mean lower copays for you. So bring your prescriptions to a Walgreens pharmacy today to start saving. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Walgreens participates as a preferred network pharmacy with United Healthcare, Cigna HealthSpring, and Humana. Walgreens participates with other plans. See walgreens.com/Medicare for details.
Have you ever worked at a place where they didn't want you talking about your salary? Actually, have you ever worked anywhere where they did? Unlikely. But don't you have a right to know? If only there were a simple solution. Well, now there is.
How we find jobs has changed. On Indeed.com, our company reviews give you the inside track on thousands of companies. You can research salaries, benefits, company cultures, and more. All on Indeed.com. Search for greatness. Search Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Indeed is the world's #1 job site according to ComScore total visits.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has ordered a review of FBI and Justice Department procedures after the Bureau failed to investigate a tip on the perpetrator of the Florida massacre.
The FBI says it received a call on January 5th to its tip line from a person close to the suspected shooter, Nicholas Cruz. That caller expressed concerns that the young man could attack a school, providing information about Cruz's collection of weapons, his desire to kill, and disturbing social media posts. In a statement, the FBI acknowledges that the tip should have been shared with its Miami office and investigated, but it was not. FBI Director Christopher Wray says the agency has spoken with victims and families and deeply regrets the additional pain the revelation of the missed tip causes. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Florida Governor Rick Scott called for FBI Director Christopher Wray to resign because of the agency's failure. Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel says the killer was on their radar as well.
We've had approximately 20 calls for service over the last few years regarding the killer. We will continue to follow up as we do with any investigation. We want to try and find out why this killer did what he did, what we could learn from it, and how we could keep our kids safe moving forward.
President Trump says the indictment of 13 Russians and 3 Russian companies shows no collusion involving his campaign in the 2016 election.
The president tweeted that his campaign did nothing wrong and there was no collusion. He noted that the Russian influence campaign is alleged to have started in 2014, long before he announced his bid for the White House. In a written statement, the president denounced wild and false allegations and far-fetched theories, which he said only serve to further the agendas of bad actors like Russia.
White House correspondent Greg Clugston reporting. On Wall Street, the Dow by 19 points, the Nasdaq dropped 17. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years. I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
You wouldn't put a square peg in a round hole, so why would you deploy a traditional firewall in a modern decentralized network? Firewalls have new requirements for businesses leveraging SaaS-based applications and public cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. We're in the cloud generation now, so your firewalls have to be engineered to fit right in. Reclaim your cloud network. Try a Barracuda Cloud Generation Network or application firewall free at barracuda.com/firewall.
Let's face it, we love Alexa, and we love to let her find your favorite radio station. This one, of course. But she could find us easier if we taught her a simple trick. To get started, simply say, Alexa, enable the 1690 KDMT skill. After she confirms, you can then say, Alexa, play 1690 KDMT. That's all you have to do, and Alexa will learn how to find us. You can listen to us through your Amazon, Echo, Echo Show, Echo Dot, and Amazon Tap devices. Alexa, what's your favorite radio station?
That's easy. Money Talk 1690 AM.
If you're thinking about new windows for your home, there are 3 things you should look for. First, a good quality window. Second, an affordable price. And finally, a company that's going to stand behind those windows and warranties. In Denver, that's Windows America. Hi, I'm Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 18th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. Call us at 303-920-0175 or go to our website, windowsam.com, and we're going to buy you dinner for 2. Let us show you how easy it can be to get new windows.
Friday, I'm in love.
Thank God it's
Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Just go it's Friday night.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. This is the best day of the week. This is Fan Braggin Friday. We love having you give us a call, 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. And Angel is off in the Bahamas as we speak, getting a little R&R, a little downtime after spending a week in Miami and speaking to entrepreneurs and business owners out there. And
breaking my heart.
We got you're not the first to say that. We got Robert Grieve hanging out here in the studio. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, it's good to be here, man.
It's great to have you. And for those who are just tuning in right now, let me just tell you, Rob Grieve is one of my all-time heroes when it comes to the customer experience. My money's on Rob every single day.
We try hard at it.
You don't just try, you accomplish, and your team accomplishes. And so we're going to continue our conversation with Rob about the customer experience. I just posted in the Experience Pros Network, which is our group. And by the way, folks, it is free to join our network. If you want to, you just simply go in and type Experience Pros Network into the Facebook search bar, and that group that comes up, not the Experience Pros page, but the Experience Pros Network group. Rob,
you'll find some amazing friends,
people who support one another. And we have added, if I can do the math here, some 14 or 15 new members in the last 24 hours. People joining in saying, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to, if you're standing for everything that is good in business, count me in. Right.
Yep.
And so we're
happy to welcome everybody.
Absolutely. And we do that on a regular basis. And so I just posted in the group to let everybody know, if you're interested in being an influencer, and that's what we're interested in surrounding ourselves with, is people who want to become micro influencers or people who are influencers already in their industry, then take advantage of the tremendous value that is this broadcast. Do you realize, folks, that simply picking up your phone and calling 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724 starts a domino effect of goodwill that is irreplaceable and simply not done anywhere else in America, where you can call in to a major market radio show, nationally syndicated, but it doesn't matter if you're in Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
You can call in and say, "I'd like to tell you about Joe's Candy Shack in Delaware." My gosh, they got those little rocket.
The guy's a good dude,
right? The guy's a good dude. Tell us about your local businesses, no matter where you are. And you say, "Well, I'm in the syndicated market and I only get this on a delay, and so I don't know why I would try to call because you're not going to be on the air." We got this really cool technology. It's called an answering machine, and you can use it to leave a message, your Fan Braggin story. And it sounds like this: "I like Joe's Candy Shack because Joe's a really good dude. He's got my favorite candy, the root beer, Rocket Fizz Zots, whatever for, and I really enjoy, Joe. And by the way, my name is Sam and I own, ABC Plumbing," or whatever it is. And it doesn't matter where you are, anywhere in the country. We will take that message and we will play that message on the next Fan Braggin Friday. And, okay, so we're in a delay. That's all right.
So
that's okay. When it goes out, guess who's going to get noticed? In your town, Joe and his candy shop, or whatever the example might be. All right, we're going to jump to a quick phone call now where it looks like we've got John calling into the Experience Pros Radio Show. John, you're live with Rob and Eric. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey.
Oh, he said gentlemen. He must be talking to you.
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah. John, thanks for the call. Who would you like to fan brag about?
The guy sitting right next to you.
Come on now. Tell me about what you love about Rob Grieve and Nyland's Collision Center.
Well, I'm going to tell you a short story. It started out several years ago when I went over there to visit him about a car. And I saw these two ladies get out of their car and they were walking up to his place of business. When they went inside, there was a car with a big ribbon on it. And I thought, oh my goodness gracious, that's pride.
Right.
And these ladies came to pick up their car.
Now,
Since then, Mr. Grieve has worked on 3 of my cars, and I can't say enough good about the outcome of them. They
Love you,
look
John.
like they just came off the showroom.
Now, John, hold on for just a second here. Rob, John is a fairly common name.
Yes.
There's
Let's
John.
call him Mr. Wexler.
There's John. You know this guy.
Yes.
You know him.
Yes, and one of the 2 ladies that he was seeing the car, that was Heather Jones.
Yeah. See, now look,
and her ride.
You see, folks, when I say the man knows the guests, and you serve hundreds, thousands of guests every year, and you know them, John. I love.
And one of my favorites is Mr. Wexler.
John Wexler,
thank you.
who was a major in the Army in Vietnam and took care of the whirlybirds, the choppers out there.
I could listen to him Vietnam. Talk for hours and hours and hours.
Absolutely. John, thank you so much for the call. Now, you know how this works. You say something nice about somebody else in the business, in this case, Nyland's Collision Center, Rob Grieve here. Duly noted, and we're grateful for that. By the way,
thank you.
Contact information for Nyland's Collision Center, Rob?
303-761-9219.
Or Nyland's Collision, NYLUNDS collision.com on the internet. You can go check him out there. So, John, tell us about what business you are in.
Well, I'm a bit premature. I just got hired on by Auric Solar.
Auric Solar.
I see. And I'm going to be going to school for the next 2 months to learn how to be a solar consultant.
John,
these guys are serious about knowing what you're doing.
I got to ask you, how young are you, John?
How young am I?
Yes. How young are you?
I'm only 75.
Only 75 and just got a new job. He's going back to school.
What an amazing man.
I want to be you when I grow up, man. I really do.
You're funny.
I've said it for years. I may be funny, but I'm consistent. I've said it for years, haven't I, John?
Yes, you have.
All right. Well, I love it and love what you're doing. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you, John.
we're grateful for your time today.
And good luck at
Guys,
school.
have a
I
great
can't wait to
weekend.
hear about it.
Thank you.
And remember,
I'll let you all know when I'm done.
remember, Jimmy Joe, who sits to the right of you, that guy, he doesn't have the right answers. Get it from Bobby Sue to the left. All right?
You guys have a great week.
All right, there you go. John Wexler, RX Solar, and great guy, friend of the program for years.
Yep.
And we're super.
And he comes and hangs out at Nyland's all the time.
Do you hang out at your body shop, guys? I can't. If I wanted to, I couldn't paint a picture of that is more. How do I want to phrase that? That tells a greater story of you are welcome here.
Yes.
Than Nyland's Collision Center. If you love, well, what we affectionately term a crappy cup of coffee.
Yes. Well, that's not usually what we say, but on the air, that's what we say.
Right. If you love coffee, if you love a bottle of water, if you love hanging out and meeting some great people, it really is Cheers. It's a who's who, and again,
and the most amazing people come and just say hi.
Yeah. And we're painting the picture, folks, accurate picture of what the customer experience ought to be all across. If you gain nothing else from this broadcast, I pray that you gain this as the model. This is the template for how to treat your guests, and you will see the results. In this case, triple the revenue. We're going to talk about that next. Triple the revenue and ROI like crazy. Back after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Gina here. There are two ways to zip up your house for this winter. This way.
Or you could come to Gravina's
and zip up your home against the winter cold with Gravina's triple pane R10 glass package.
We can save you up to 40% on your energy bills with our insulated frame triple pane glass windows.
Gravina's R10 triple pane glass windows are 5 times more energy efficient than most double pane windows and 12 times more efficient than a single pane.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do want to interact with you live on the show, and never more than on a Friday here, Fan Braggin Friday. 855-FAN-BRAG is the number, 855-326-2724. Lots of different ways you can interact with us, and in this case, we've got a couple of different Fan Brags coming in. We've got listener Robert, who is writing in by way of our Facebook Live video.
How cool is that?
And it is very cool.
So many ways.
And by the way, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you.
Hi, I'm Angel.
Yeah. Oh boy. No, Robert Grieve sitting in for Angel, and thank you for being
sitting
here.
in her chair anyway.
You are sitting in her chair. Robert says, hashtag fanbrag, want to fanbrag about Denver Springs. It's a top-notch detox for substance abuse and mental health treatment. Mark Blakely is doing great work helping those in need with compassion and empathy. You can find more information about them at denversprings.com. That's denversprings.com, or pick up the phone and give them a call at 720-506-2289, 720-506-2289. And that comes from Robert Johnson, who is the executive director of ColoradoCounselor.org, or his company is called A New Outlook Counseling Services.
An amazing guy to know.
Oh my goodness. And on fire, his brand is exploding. We met Robert Johnson about 9 months ago, and he had one office in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Now he has 4 offices. He's got Highlands Ranch, he's got Aurora, he's got the Denver Tech Center, and he's got Castle Rock, Colorado.
He's winning.
He's not only winning, but let's just say he called me this week and said he's signing the lease for the next place. I'm not going to say where, because that's his story, not mine. But yeah, he's doing great work. Truly an influencer in the industry, and his snowball is gaining momentum.
He's an amazing person.
Absolutely.
I'm not surprised.
Absolutely. Very, very good. And listener Kaylee also leaves a fan brag here.
Kaylee?
Listener Kaylee, you might know the name. How do you know Kaylee?
Well, we do business together.
That's the truth.
Talk about an artist. Woo.
Yeah. Kaylee was on the program yesterday, the day before yesterday, and she came in, and she's our graphics designer here at Experience Pros.
She's our graphics
designer. She's our graphics designer.
She's our graphics designer.
That's exactly right. She does a lot of work for a lot of people in our network, and she says, she says, fan brag for Jennifer Seifert. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Of Benz Seifert and Company Incorporated. She's my tax maven. Wouldn't go to anyone else. She is excellent at taking care of both my personal and business tax needs. She is timely, informative, has no problem receiving texts from me with all this tax craziness. She's in Golden, Colorado, but not confined to just the Golden peeps. Would recommend her and have to anyone needing a competent tax preparer. Her office number is 303-215-0059. Again, 303-215-0059. Or just go online to benz-seifert.com. That's BENZ hyphen or dash Seifert, SEYFERT.com, and find yourself your next CPA and tax accountant. What
kind of an important thing.
A really important thing. There's 2 people you really ought to know. You ought to know a lawyer, right? And you ought to know a good, solid CPA for your business. I mean, there's other people that you need to know as well.
Yes.
But those are really high up there on the
couldn't agree more
scale. Yeah. So thank you, listener Kaylee. And by the way, Kaylee Hall, 68 Designs. I want to make sure I get this right. 68designsllc.com. That's 68designsllc.com. And you want to see something cool? Just go to that website. And if you don't fall in love with the puppy dog on the front page, check your pulse, folks.
What's the dog's name? Eric?
No, B&N.
Oh.
B&N. And the reason I know that is because Kaylee, and I just made that up, by the way. Kaylee talks a lot about brand neglect. And then we talked about it here on the program just a couple of days ago. You can check the archives for the video if you'd like. Brand neglect is such a thing that we see all the time. You get it done. You make a couple of logos, you make a couple of business cards, and then you just completely walk away from it and forget about it for long periods of time, leaving your customers sometimes wondering what happened there.
Yeah.
Right. So she just did a brand refresh for you.
She did. We needed it. And the most awesome thing is she sits there and she listens. Right. She listens to what you're trying to accomplish. She looks at what you've already accomplished. And she is just amazing at what she does.
Why isn't that the truth? That's good stuff all the way around. So, folks, if I don't know if I actually gave it, coloradocounselor.org is the website for Robert Johnson's business. And if you need a counselor for addiction counseling or couples or relationship counseling, you can certainly give him a call, 720-336-4019. I want to make sure that everybody has that. And 68 Designs, pretty easy to reach out to them, 68designsllc.com, or find them online on Facebook, 68 Designs LLC, or give them a call, 303-216-9228. Rob's Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week.
Yep.
We call it the gateway to a great weekend because it sets the tone, right?
It's coming.
When you do something intentionally positive, it sets the tone for the weekend. You can wrap up your business day or start your weekend a little earlier by saying something nice about somebody else in business, just like John called in.
Yep.
And Robert. And
or you can just call and say hi.
Absolutely.
Just call and say hi.
Absolutely. 855-FAN-BRAG is the number. 855-326-2724.
I double dare you.
Now is a great time for you to pick up your phone and give us a call and share a story. And again, it's a recommendation. It's a referral for anyone. If you can hear our voice today, if you're in Dallas, Houston, Johnson City, Tennessee, Paducah, Kentucky, or I don't know, wherever else we are out there all over the country, 38 stations coast to coast. We'd love to hear your fan brag. Rob and I will be back right after the bottom of the hour news. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network,
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. Special counsel Robert Mueller's team has indicted 13 Russian operatives and 3 Russian companies for meddling in the 2016 presidential election, creating phony social media postings and ads, and hosting rallies meant to sway public opinion. That sent shockwaves today down Wall Street, wiping out some big gains in the markets early today, but buoyed by more strong earnings this morning from the likes of Coca-Cola, John Deere, and J.M. Smucker. The damage wasn't too bad. At the close, the Dow was still up by 19 points, ending its best week in 2 years. The NASDAQ down 17, but it had its best week in 6 years. A blockbuster January for home builders. Housing starts up nearly 10% last month, double expectations, thanks to big gains in southern and western states. And the owner of the popular Winn-Dixie supermarket chain is reportedly preparing to file for bankruptcy and may close down as many as 200 stores. Tom Busby, CNBC.
Larry Elder points out the rise in the president's approval rating.
Trump's ratings are creeping up a little bit. Rasmussen has him at 49%. Macron in France in November was at 46%. Merkel, Germany in December, 38%. Trudeau, Canada, January of this year, 37%. My goodness. Those leaders must be racist. They must be xenophobes. They must be dictators.
The Larry Elder Show, weeknights at 7, right before Lars Larson at 10 on Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Ben Franklin once pointed out that the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Are you concerned about how the new tax bill is going to affect you or your business? Are you trying to tackle taxes on your own? Standard deductions, net operating loss, pass-through deductions, it's enough to make your head swim. Unless you're tax expert Josh Berman with Denver Tax Return Service. Josh is an enrolled agent with the IRS and has been helping businesses save money and have peace of mind for the last 13 years. Josh takes pride in working directly with you during the entire process. You'll never be handed off to someone else. He'll walk you through how the new tax code and laws affect you and your business. And beyond tax season, he offers year-round bookkeeping and accounting services. Right now, there's a very special radio offer. All business tax returns start at just $399. Start 2018 off right by calling your tax expert, Josh Berman, at Denver Tax Return Service today for a free half-hour consultation. His number is 720-336-0950. That's 720-336-0950. Or visit taxreturnservicedenver.com. That's taxreturnservicedenver.com.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know the credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
The Denver Business Journal and Colorado Business Roundtable are teaming up to host the Democratic and Republican governor candidate forums. The same pairing that brings you the Finding Colorado's Next Governor series on Connect and Collaborate will bring the leading candidates together to discuss the critical business issues facing our state, along with conversations addressing transportation, infrastructure, education, para reform, energy, attainable housing, and budget issues. Matters that will determine Colorado's economic future and our competitiveness in years to come. The Republican Candidates Forum will be held February 21st at History, Colorado, and will host the Democratic Candidates Forum on March 29th, also at History, Colorado, both with registration and breakfast starting at 7 a.m., followed by the debates. To register or for sponsorship opportunities, visit the cobrt.com events page. Tickets for one event are $50, or you can register for both at a discount. Join the DBJ and COBRT to learn about the men and women running for Colorado governor.
Attention business owners, Laura Pensatencio, online marketing expert, will be hosting the Social Savvy Geek Show. She'll provide education and actionable insights for entrepreneurs and small business owners in need of consistent leads and sales. Laura will help you find, engage, and convert your ideal clients. The Social Savvy Geek Show is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 10 a.m. Join Laura, the Social Savvy Geek, at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. KDMT.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Fan Braggin Friday. Robert Grieve sitting in Angel's seat. Thank you for riding shotgun with me, brother.
Here we go.
We are having a great time here in the studio. We invite you to call in and join us. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Super nice to have you on the program. And we're talking about ways to create a customer experience strategy. First and foremost, to create a clear customer experience vision. We'd already kind of covered that. You wrote it out on the whiteboard, but to have a vision from where you want the guest experience to start and then all the way through to where you want it to end. And you so eloquently said, there is no end. It's a relationship.
There might be the end to that transaction.
Sure, but that's not the relationship.
But that's transactional.
Right.
That's all.
And here's the thing. I told you we were going to talk a little bit about ROI and increased revenue. I don't know a business out there that can survive without the transaction.
You have to have the
transaction.
transaction.
You have to have the transaction, right? However, and I encourage people to mark my words. I say it often. I'll say it again. In the experience economy and under the new rules of engagement 2018, focusing on the influencer economy, sales, you can substitute the word transactions, is not the goal. It is the unavoidable consequence of building the influencer status and taking care of your guest.
A job well done.
Right? I mean, Rob, when you came to town and you started implementing your philosophy of the guest experience, no one in Colorado had ever seen it before. Nobody had ever, and to this day, no one's been able to duplicate it. Nope. There's just nothing like what you got going on for your body shop, Nyland's Collision Center in Englewood, Colorado. That said, it doesn't mean it's the best, although it is. But it means it's unique, right?
Don't chase the money, chase the customer.
There it is.
The money will come all by itself. We
say it this way: take care of the relationship, and the transactions will follow. Don Gallego said, "Win the customer, not the argument." Right. The list of those isms and osophies, we call them Ericisms and angelosophies here on the program.
About facts.
They go so far. And to realize that, so to create a clear customer experience and vision, the next thing is to understand who your customers are. Right. If you understand who your customers are. Now, Rob, will you fix a Honda?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Will you fix a Subaru?
Of course, fix many of them.
Okay. Will you fix a Chrysler?
Yes, of course.
What do you primarily fix? What do you focus on? Who is your customer?
Well, our customers are anybody that need our services.
Of course.
But primarily, if you come to the shop, it will be Lexuses, Mercedes, BMWs, Audis.
It's the luxury market that you have a reputation for specializing in. And am I safe in saying that there is a higher standard of expectation for a luxury market vehicle than there is for an entry-level vehicle?
Yeah, which is one of the reasons I love doing them.
Sure. You know your customer.
Yes.
You know that level of expectation. You know the attention to detail. The fact that when they get their car, John Wexler mentioned that he walked in and saw a great big bow on the hood of one of the cars.
Yeah.
And you go the extra mile. You roll those cars into your showroom.
We're constantly trying to figure out a more wow factor way of delivering the end product.
Folks, it does not get any more wow than when you walk in to settle up and get your car, and you walk into the office and there is your car in the middle of the showroom, in the middle of the office for everyone to oogle because it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I love what I do.
Absolutely.
And what my team does mostly.
So, and we're going to talk about your team in just a moment. You create, this is step 3 in the ways to create a customer experience strategy. Step 3, you create an emotional connection with your customers. That emotional connection runs deep for your guests.
Well, we certainly try because we care.
You care. You recognize that their vehicles are quite possibly the second most expensive investment that they have ever made, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And some of those cars could quite possibly be the first most expensive
Some of them that come through.
Folks, I have seen a car worth $250,000 sitting in Nyland's lot on occasion, and that's far more than I paid for my first house.
It's always kind of exciting.
Right? But the emotional connection also goes to the fact that you won't cut corners. You don't compromise on the safety or quality of the parts, or the repair that goes into the parts go into the repair, which puts you at odds against a lot of the plans.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, well, in the insurance industry, because they're looking for their bottom line, making sure that they don't spend as much money. The less they spend, the greater their profits.
Yes,
and you are not moved even a little bit by that, but really you are only moved by the safety and quality of the repair.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
And I don't care what kind of car it is.
We did a campaign, you and I, with repairing your car as if someone's life
depended on it,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we did that campaign with a very pregnant woman who was overseeing the repair of a car, and it went over very, very well.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Taking it's cars today are just incredibly complex, made with so many different types of metals and different types of welds. And, we go into the manufacturer's sites and get exactly how they want them fixed, and just stuff that other people wouldn't begin to spend the time to do that.
Absolutely. I want to share this from you. And every so often when Angel's gone, I get an email. From somebody who listens.
Did I say something bad?
No, not you. When Angel's gone and I'm carrying the show, I get an email that says, "Gosh, Eric, I had no idea that you were actually smart." It's true. It's the honest to goodness truth, because I usually play the color commentator. I'm the one throwing out the jokes and the this and that here on the program. On occasion, I am actually smart. I was smart enough to hire Angel and bring her into the to the fold of experienced pros. And I'm also smart enough to do a little bit of research. Check this out. According to a recent Harvard Business Review study titled "The New Science of Customer Emotions." See, I know how to search the interwebs. Emotionally engaged customers are, get this, at least 3 times more likely to recommend your product or service. Listen up, folks. This is the magic. This is the juju. This is the secret sauce that gets you noticed. 3 times more likely to recommend your product or service. 3 times more likely to repurchase or revisit.
Yeah.
Right? Less likely to shop around. 44% they would never or rarely ever shop around because you cared about the customer experience and they're engaged.
You have a connection.
You have a connection, an emotional connection. And they are much less price sensitive. 33% said they would need a discount over 20% before they would defect. All right. Okay. A third of them said, you want me to defect? You want me to go over there? It's going to have to be more than 20%.
Right.
20% margins are significant.
They're hard to come
really
by.
Hard to come by. All right. Here's the next thing. Capture customer feedback in real time. You're the king. You get customer feedback all day long, every day, and it is 99.9% overwhelmingly positive. How do you do it?
We care.
You care. Yeah.
We care. We know people are in a jam. We know that they don't understand the process. There's so many moving parts to getting your car fixed. You need somebody that's going to hold your hand and walk you through it. And when you become the expert, people trust you and need your help.
Folks, we'll make an assumption that you're already the expert. Would you like to be an influencer? I'd like to give you a free gift right here and now. Go to WeMakeYouVisible.com, WeMakeYouVisible.com, and download our brand new CD, How to Become a Micro-Influencer. Our gift to you. Rob and I will be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text while driving.
Do you know the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers? We do. Do you know how to make your logo come alive and magnetically attract new, long-lasting customers? We do. And do you know how to ensure your logo is delivered on the right promotional items on time at a great price? We do. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Who are we? We're 4imprint, the nation's leading team to make your logo shine on your choice of thousands of promotional items. And right now, we want to share with you for free the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers. Discover them now by texting TOP to 88988. Let us show you what a difference the right promotional items can make to help grow your brand. With 4imprint, you'll get high-quality products, exclusive items, popular brands, on-time delivery, and outstanding customer service. That's what we do. Discover the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers by texting TOP to 88988. That's TOP to 88988.
The lending floodgates are open at Stanford Funding. Hi, this is Willie Dan with Stanford Funding. Now has never been a better time to refinance or purchase a home in Colorado. We can still get 30-year fixed rates in the 3s and 15-year rates in the low 3s. So call now at 303-458-8200 and we can get you approved in hours, not days. So whether your credit is perfect or less than perfect, we have the loan program to fit your needs. New on the job, self-employed, primary residence, second home, investment property, does not matter. We can lend on all situations and all types of properties. So call your local Colorado lender now and talk directly to me, Willie Dan. I can personally answer any questions you have and walk you through the loan process myself like I have for so many others in Colorado and get the customer service you deserve. Don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. Credit score 660. Loan to value 90%. Licensed by the Division of Real Estate.
Tune in to Money Talk KDMT 1690 every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife. And if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk Saturdays at noon on 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
DenverHalfPrice.com, where everything is on sale at half price. Get red hot deals from some of the area's best retailers. 50% off carpet cleaning, car washes, spa treatments, gym memberships, tax preparation, oil changes, and more. Everything is on sale at half price. Go to DenverHalfPrice.com and save today. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. Why pay full price for anything? Go to DenverHalfPrice.com.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Hey, we know this radio station is your favorite, but did you know you can find even more great Christian stations now on christianradio.com? More stations, more podcasts, and more uplifting faith-building programs. Download the app now by visiting christianradio.com.
Are you thinking about updating that outdated kitchen or bathroom? It's a new year, and there has never been a better time to get started. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth, and we can help you transform your kitchen or bathroom for less money than you ever thought possible. Our customers get the unique mix of superior quality and top-of-the-line customer service, all at affordable prices. Don't overpay for your cabinets and countertops. Through the end of February, our specials and upgrades mean thousands of dollars in savings, even over those big box stores. And, as always, we upgrade all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology at no additional charge. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today, 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Also, to view all our current specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where we are family. Got all my brothers and me. I got my brother, Rob Grieve, sitting in for Angel. Thank you for being here.
Oh, what a pleasure.
It is
a great afternoon.
The pleasure is ours, and we're grateful for your time.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. We're talking about 7 steps to creating a customer service experience, or a customer experience strategy, I should say. And we just got done talking about capturing customer feedback in real time. You do it a couple of different ways. You're very engaged in social media, in particular Facebook, where your customers interact with you on a regular occasion. And your extenuating networks are involved in groups on Facebook as well, where there's a lot of interaction as well. Then beyond that, at least once a year, usually twice a year, you enter into a contest that allows you. One might say it could be considered vain to enter your business into a contest because you want to win the best in the business. And I'm not sure, Rob, that is your primary driver. I believe that your primary driver is that you use the contest as an opportunity to re-engage with people who you have had the privilege of serving over the years.
Yes.
To touch base with them, because not everybody gets in an accident once a year, folks. But in order to keep the relationship alive, you say, hey, guys, I'm participating in this contest, and I would love to hear from you. How are things going for you? And would you mind voting for me?
Yes, which is very difficult for me. I'm much better giver than I am an asker of help.
Of course. But in that process, though, correct me if I'm wrong, how many people of those people that you asked to vote for you don't just say, hey, I voted for you, but say, Rob, how are you and Carol? What's going on with Gabby and Greg? How are the things going? Tell us about the new business. And all of a sudden, you've rekindled the relationship.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what it's all about, folks, is not just capturing feedback, and don't be afraid of the feedback. Go get it. But stirring the pot and rekindling the relationship, which keeps it going. Let's talk about the next one here, Rob. Use a quality framework for development of your team. You have many tools at your hands, at your disposal, both internal and external, for the development of your team. I'll give you an example. I know that you hired one of America's greatest painters, and you found him in California.
Yep.
And it took a little while to get him, but we got him, and he's here. And that man has the heart of a teacher.
He's amazing.
Right?
Yep.
He wants to teach the people that he's working with to build a culture of quality.
No matter what level you're starting at.
I also know that you scoured the country and found one of America's best overall body shop management folks, and you got him here, and he is very active in every aspect of the business.
Yes,
and he raises the bar, and he educates the people, and you know what? He uses a broom and sweeps up the shop.
Yes, he does.
I've seen it all. He will train somebody on the proper way to do something, and then he will side by side roll up the sleeves and get the work done.
Whatever it is we need to do.
Right. I know for a fact that you went all over and found one of the best, probably three of the best front office people in the market.
My people are the bomb.
They are. They're doing great. And each one of them cross-trains one another.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just internal, folks. I've also seen you send some of those same people over to train with the aforementioned Kristen Felder and some other big names.
Well, you have to get people outside and interacting with other people and learning from different angles.
Have a framework for developing your team. You want to offer the great customer experience. Your first line of customer are the people that serve your business.
Yes. And when the phone rings, every once in a while, answer it yourself.
Right.
Let people understand how you interact.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Train them the way you do it by doing it.
Once you get feedback and including employee feedback, act upon it. Let them know that their input means something to you. I see you ask on a weekly basis, what do you think? How are we doing? What could we be doing better?
Yes.
And you ask every level of employee that is there.
And we go back to the whiteboard when we were looking at the different stages and steps throughout the process.
Right.
I'm asking the people there, where do you see the best place to make contact?
There it is.
With the guest.
Yep.
Where do you see is the best? Why is this the best place?
And then finally, measuring the ROI from delivering great customer experience. You know how all this investment in your teams, your process, your technology are working and paying off? You know it because there are business results.
Yes.
Rob.
All sorts of different kinds.
Yeah, right. ROI comes more than just a check at the end of the day. ROI comes in for your business. Cars on the lot.
Yes.
How many you got on the lot right now?
A little over 100.
Come on. You got you got how many? You've got more employees, right?
Yes. I mean, we started out with 6 or 7 employees. We have 21 now.
21 employees.
21 of the best.
Of the best. Absolutely. ROI comes from those people who are willing to step up and do the voting for you. And
big one.
We fully believe here at Experience Pros that you will be the recipient of the 8th year in a row of Best Body Shop in the state of Colorado.
Yes.
Love what you're doing there.
It's so exciting.
It is. And so I want to say thank you for carrying this conversation with me for the last couple of hours. Rob Grieve, Nyland's Collision, nylandscollision.com. And the phone number, please?
303-761-9219.
It is an honor, a joy, a privilege, and a pleasure.
Mine.
To have you here. You see the way this works here? We're literally 2 men cut from the same tree. And we're grateful for you being here, for sitting in for Angel.
Thank you.
God bless you, brother, and have a great weekend, will you?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you folks as well. Thanks for tuning into this, the home of positive business talk. Lord willing, let's do it all again next Monday.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.